Like and subscribe as we get stuck into this one. SmackDown kicks off with the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. He is quickly interrupted by LA Knight during his entrance for a massive pop. What a creative moment this was. Knight storms past Roman without looking at him, showing he doesn't acknowledge the tribal chief. The two are here for their contract signing. Roman loves a contract signing, as he normally sits at the head of the table. Heyman prepares his seat as usual, but Knight steps in and takes his place at the head of the table. Nick Aldis oversees the contract signing as Knight is first to put pen to paper. Roman tries to sign, but Heyman's pen he gave Roman doesn't work, so they need to throw it away and use the one on the contract. A nice improvised moment. Roman says because it's Knight's first title match, he will go easy on him. Lots of losing your virginity innuendo here from the tribal chief. Make of that what you will. Both men have signed, and the match is official. As they go to leave, Knight takes the mic and tells Roman to acknowledge him, because Knight is the head of the table now. Knight says if Roman is taking on lightly, he's already lost, and the Knight only needs one shot to win. He annoys Roman so much that Roman flips the table, although it literally goes up vertically, as if Knight had a table stiffy. Solid wood, if you will. Yeah. Roman beats down Knight. Roman throws Knight into the ring post before going out to get another table to set up in the ring. Knight turns the tide and gets the upper hand on Roman. Jimmy Uso shows up to help Roman. The tribal chief bails and tells Jimmy to handle Knight, and obviously Knight puts Jimmy through a table and stands tall to end the segment. I'm buzzing for the Reigns and Knight match. It's similar to Jay, Sammy and Drew. Knight probably isn't winning, but there's a 1% chance that maybe he does, and that's intriguing. They've built him well this last year, and no matter what happens, the crowd will still love him and cheer him. Carlito and Santos Escobar of the LWO take on the Street Profits next. Profits have new music that suits their heel personas better. Rey Mysterio is watching on backstage, but he gets Pearl Harbored by Logan Paul. Santos tells Carlito to run to the back to check on Rey. Carlito is buzzing because he doesn't want to do any work. Like, seriously, has Carlito done a full match since returning? The Profits hit the Revelation for the win. Backstage, Paul Heyman insults the Green Bay Packers and LA Knight as Jimmy Uso tells Roman Reigns he is injured after going through a table earlier. Roman puts some fear in Jimmy, and suddenly Jimmy isn't injured as Roman instructs Heyman to tell Nick Aldis that Jimmy will face LA Knight later tonight. Backstage, Logan Paul insults Rey Mysterio before coming face to face with Kevin Owens. Logan says Kevin's Rey Mysterio shirt is whack and walks off. Kevin gets confronted by A-Town Down Under, who have taken issue with his sit-down interview last week where he said there'd be new faces to punch on SmackDown. Kevin is convinced he could deck them both with one punch at the same time as they all get split up by security. Kevin comes back with a haymaker and puts them both down with one punch, proving him right. John Cena is here for a promo. We of course know that he will face Solo Sikoa one-on-one at Crown Jewel. Cena gets serious, saying that if he doesn't win at Crown Jewel, he fears he will lose the respect and support of the fans because it would have been too long since he won a singles match. Paul Heyman interrupts and says that Cena might not be the greatest in the ring anymore, but he's still the GOAT on the mic. Cena could have been in Heyman's shoes until he pissed off the bloodline, and now Solo is gunning for Cena and looking to end him. Heyman explains that if Solo spikes Cena, then he will lose his voice, he will lose his connection to the audience, and he will lose everything. Solo jumps Cena from behind and hits the spinning solo before nailing the spike. I guess that's it over then. Cena can't talk anymore, so he's done by Heyman's logic. Dragon Lee takes on Cedric Alexander next. Lee hits a sliced bread type of move to pick up the win, and the two show respect after the match. Bianca Belair is here for a promo after her big return last week. She says that all she thought about when she was away was the attack from Damage Control that put her out. It affected her physically and mentally, and she wants vengeance on Damage Control. We find out that Bianca Belair will face Bayley next week on SmackDown and Io Sky at Crown Jewel for the Women's Championship as Damage Control look on backstage. Main event time, Jimmy Uso faces LA Knight. Jimmy hits the Uso splash, but Knight kicks out at 2. Knight does his top rope leap, nails a superplex, and gives Jimmy some BFT to win the match. After the match, Roman Reigns tries to jump LA Knight, but he evades and drops Roman with a BFT. The megastar stands over the champion as the show goes off the air. As I said earlier, I don't think Knight will win. In fact, I think there's a better chance that Amsterdam Glory Hole story is real than Knight winning. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. All I know is I'll be rooting for LA Knight next Saturday.